The APA Council of Representatives set a bold course for the future of APA and psychology in 2019. Even as the world changed around us, Council's visionary plan remained relevant and powerful, offering psychology a clear path forward. To elevate the public's understanding of, regard for, and use of psychology. To stand as an authoritative voice for the field. To make a positive impact on critical societal issues. To prepare the discipline and profession for the future. And across the board, APA is using our equity, diversity, and inclusion framework to create an evidence-based approach to infusing EDI into everything we do. APA is leveraging members' expertise to expand our current leadership efforts and setting the foundation to develop new opportunities to better support a more diverse psychology workforce. APA is ensuring psychologists across the field have the tools they need to be successful, like a growing catalog of continuing education designed to keep practitioners on the cutting edge, like better resources to help researchers and scientists have impact, like ever-evolving digital learning tools that highlight the breadth of the field for students and educators, and like continuing efforts to reduce the burden of debt on psychology students, including increasing public service loan forgiveness approval rates. We're helping the field adapt to emerging challenges and capitalize on new opportunities. APA has shifted its focus within healthcare financing, now both responding to cuts and proactively identifying areas where we want psychology to be. These efforts have resulted in improved reimbursement for psychologists and the increased value of health and behavior codes as equivalent to that of psychotherapy services. Using a population health framework, we're committed to improving the collective health of the many communities we serve. And we're seeing more organizations around us adopt a similar approach, using strategies informed by psychological science and public health. And APA continues to elevate the quality and use of its standards and guidelines. APA's Journal Articles Reporting Standards, which enhances scientific rigor in peer-reviewed journal articles, has been adopted by 97% of APA journal authors. And APA has begun the multifaceted work of turning Council's historic apology last year to people of color into reconciliation, repair, and renewal. More and more, psychologists are being invited to the table, and psychological science is being included in policies and policy recommendations. APA was cited multiple times in President Biden's State of the Union address. APA's recommendations shaped the Department of Education's school reopening guidelines during the COVID-19 pandemic. And both Medicare and Optum Health, the nation's largest managed behavioral healthcare organization, adopted an APA guide that helps payers develop policies for psychological and neuropsychological testing billing codes. A louder voice means increased funding for APA's Minority Fellowship Program, for graduate psychology education, and via an agreement from CMS to cover telehealth and audio-only services beyond the pandemic emergency. In addition to advancing the field, APA's Council of Representatives is driving transformation in the world. We're helping communities more effectively address critical societal issues. As the nation confronts its own history around race, we're supporting families and having positive conversations about racism and racial justice through a partnership with Sesame Street, reaching 150 million children with psychology-informed content. As gun violence increases at an alarming rate in the United States, we're demanding that psychology be central to the way we understand this issue, leading others to the table to raise our collective voices to Congress. As the nation navigates what the future of work will look like, we're helping CEOs invest in the well-being of their workforce by fostering psychologically healthy workplaces. We're transforming the way national and global leaders regard and use psychological science. APA was the only organization invited to speak 3 times to President Biden's Health Equity Task Force. APA was invited by the Surgeon General to provide psychological science for its Youth Mental Health Advisory. And the United Nations has asked APA to provide literature reviews and materials on global issues. And we're improving the public's understanding of psychology in their daily lives. Psychologists are being elevated in news outlets at record rates. APA made 1,631 referrals of reporters to members last year. Our flagship podcast, Speaking of Psychology, is bringing psychological science to the public with more than 9 million downloads since its relaunch in 2017. Because hundreds of members lent their expertise to the Monitor on Psychology, it was named the #1 association magazine in the country. earning a prestigious Excel Gold Award from the Association for Media and Publishing. The strength and reach of psychology's impact and influence has only continued to grow in the last 130 years because our research is needed today more than ever. Because our expertise is needed today more than ever. Because you are needed today more than ever. As APA President Dr. Frank C. Worrell said, there are times when the world needs soldiers and diplomats. Today, the world needs psychologists. Let us all answer the call.